What is going on, guys? BCD here, and today I just wanted to bring you a quick video. Basically, what I'm going to go over today is my experience with VR. I recently picked up the Skyrim bundle, got a pretty good deal on it, so I decided to go ahead and buy it. But yeah, pretty much just going to go over my experience, my thoughts and opinions about VR, specifically PlayStation VR. So starting off, when I first picked up the device, it had my experience with just setting it up was fairly simple. It really wasn't any much needed to be done. Just got a play area, set the camera up, went through all the steps of setting up the entire VR experience, the box, the cords, the cables. The Skyrim bundle is the newer headset, so it's the version 2. It has the headphones built into the actual headset, so you don't really have to fiddle around with any over-the-head headphones. Even though I did end up placing some overhead headphones, you don't have to. I feel like this is just looking at the older packages versus the Skyrim package, this is an all-around good bundle because it comes with the 2 Move controllers, it comes with the camera, it comes with the headset. The headset is a newer headset. The actual pass-through for the HDR is in it as well, so you don't have to unplug it to get your HDR experience again, which I was unaware of. I thought it was like HDR coming through the headset, but no, it's literally just the pass-through. So like you don't have to unplug it every time you're trying to get an HDR experience. Would have been very annoying for me. So I'm glad that they updated that. I feel bad for people that still have to deal with that situation, but they did go ahead and fix that. So something that you want to keep plugged in and always have your pass-through. So it's basically like it's going from the PlayStation into that pass-through box, then out the VR. But then if you want to play a regular game, you have to unplug it to get your HDR back. Stupid. Glad they fixed it. It's some good actual free content that comes with that system, period. So when I was playing it, I was playing Playroom VR, I was playing the 2 demo disc. It's a bunch of content out there right now. It had Until Dawn, Rush of Blood free with PlayStation Plus. It's some pretty good Last Guardian VR demo. A lot of experiences out there for you to try for free where you don't have to spend any money. So definitely worth looking at, taking a look at. Make sure you get all the free content that you can get so you can have more experience. Don't just want to pick what they would want experience and try to tell the story of VR, basically. I can't stress it enough. Buy a bundle. Don't buy the standalone. It's going to always end up costing you more. Buy a bundle that you find at a good price. I will get into price a little bit later, but definitely try to buy a bundle. Preferably the Skyrim bundle. The Skyrim bundle gives you more for the bang of your buck right now, and it's currently on sale, so it's $50 cheaper, and you can find it a little bit more cheaper elsewhere. You just have to really be looking out for those deals, but definitely worth the price when it comes to definitely worth it when it comes to getting everything included. So you don't have to look for any additional peripherals. Everything is there to give you a good experience, the headphone, everything. So definitely try to go with that experience. If you have a PlayStation 4 and not a PlayStation 4 Pro, you can definitely get away with getting the starter bundle that comes with the Move controllers. My whole thing is if you can find a headset and Move controllers with the camera and everything for a cheaper price than you could bundled, which I highly doubt. If you can, great, do that. But you really want to get the Move controllers. You really want to get that in order to get that full immersive experience. So my next point that I really want to stress, and reason why I jumped into VR now, is because Sony is shoving it down our throats like crazy. I never thought they were going to actually put so much, money behind it, or actually, support it as much as they do. I thought it was going to be a peripheral, one and done type deal, as most normally these gimmicks would be. But I can assure you, after playing it for a while and utilizing a lot. I no longer think it's a gimmick. I think once it gets to a point where of course, there's going to be better versions out there. PlayStation VR is really the consumer mass type deal. So, once you get something to the masses, 4K, like anything technology wise, you get it to the masses, it's going to catch on. It's going to start getting better and better and better and better. VR right now is at a good point because it has some really good games for it, as well as you're gonna continue to see growth within it because of PlayStation making this big move, because of Oculus, because of HTC Vive, but more importantly because of PlayStation, because PlayStation has a huge consumer base right now, and you don't need to set up really much. You just have to be able to afford this peripheral, and if you can afford it, you can play it. If you enjoy it, great. So as they continue to push, like Sony is what convinced me to get into VR, because I thought, that just like everybody else, it was not going to last. It's not something that people really want to play in like tons of sessions in VR. But you can really get some great experience out of VR where you can't get it on a normal gaming platform. So I say all of that to say, if you're going to get into VR, I would start with the PlayStation VR. I wouldn't really go out and buy. I mean, if you have the PC peripherals and everything like that, great. But I prefer the PlayStation setup because it is my home entertainment system. It's something that it's away from anything else, and I feel like it does exactly what I need to do to give me that experience, and it's just good enough to not have me care about graphics. So the PS4 Pro, I'm not sure if the PS4 and the PS4 Pro has a huge difference, but graphically, I feel like it is good enough for me to enjoy myself. It does not feel super pixelated. It doesn't feel like it's something that is just so weak and bogged down that I can't enjoy myself. It really does give you some good experience. Some off the top of my head: Until Dawn, Super Hot, Job Simulator, Static. These are some really good games that give you some really good experiences. So overall, I feel like this was a pretty good purchase in my opinion. Some not so good experiences: Skyrim. No, I'm not going to play Doom or Skyrim in VR. No, I just don't want to. It's not interesting to me. I played Skyrim for 50 minutes. It just made my head hurt. It was not something that was very interesting. It was not enjoyable. If you play something, porting something of that in that aspect to VR is never going to work out well. I don't feel like it. I feel like it will be something that has to be built up from the ground up for VR. Skyrim is an experience that does not take advantage of virtual reality in any way. It just feels like it was a port, a disgusting port at that. I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy the Doom. I mean, Doom, I haven't played it yet, so I'm gonna try it. But I feel like VR games have to be built up from the ground up and not ported like that. And that was disgusting. But it does give you good experience. Skyrim just ain't one of them. Chuck it away. Save you some more money. Go buy a different game. Job Simulator, Until Dawn, Super Hot, any game like that. Raw Data even. Any game over Skyrim, to be honest. So pricing wise, looking at it from the full aspect of it, no, I don't think it's worth $400. I don't think it's worth $450. I think its sweet spot is $300 for the bundle with Skyrim. That is the sweet spot. That is the point that I would say you will not feel bad about making this purchase. $300. That is the sweet spot for the virtual reality. If you can get it cheaper, great. If you pay more, don't. That's not what I want you to do. Don't pay more than $300. There has to be a way for you guys to get it, and that's not including tax. So you can throw a little extra on there. It's like including tax, $334, $3 something. that's fine. But don't pay more than $300. You want to get the Move controllers, and you want to get the want to get a game, and I chucked the game too, so I can get it a little bit lower. So definitely, those are the price points for me. It's a great experience, and if you want to try it and you can't find it for cheaper, fine, buy it. But so I'm not saying it's a bad experience. It's just my pockets are made different, and my my choice and purchases is totally different. So this is a great experience. Do I feel like it's worth $450 or $350? Yeah. Do I want to pay that? No. And I don't think you should either. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I talked about the price point. I think I talked about everything I wanted to express about this. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are you going to pick one up? Do you feel like it's still a gimmick? Just let me know. Thank you for watching. And as always, peace.